Good evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Alex Kirchner of the 13 Weather Authority. Here's an update on a little severe weather that's tracking through our backyard right now. This is located in southeast Lee County and southern DeKalb County. These storms are moving at about 50 miles per hour. They may bring damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. The storms themselves have just crossed I-39. So if you are in Lee County, you're mainly looking at the eastern side of that interstate as to where the dangerous storms are. So areas like Rochelle as well as Walnut, you might be on the other side of these storms already. But if you're in Compton, Sublette, Paw Paw, Shabana, get ready for some damaging winds around the corner with these storms. What we want you to do, if you're in far southeast Lee County and southern DeKalb County, get down from the roof level and get away from the windows too, because these severe winds may come through. They may damage things like the shingles on your roof or knock down a tree branch, that kind of thing. We don't want you, near those top levels of your home. We want you down lower and then get away from the windows, as strong winds and possibly even some hail or even just flying debris could break those windows. That's the precautionary measures we want you to take as these storms sweep through. Here is exact track radar, and again, what we're seeing is the severe wind area right over Paw Paw and heading through southern DeKalb County. So for the most part, we are seeing the storms past certain spots like Rochelle. You're probably clear. Same for Walnut. You're probably just right outside of that warning, honestly, so you may be avoiding that too. Mendota up next within the next about 20 minutes. You're looking at those severe storms getting into your area. And Sandwich, you're probably looking at a little closer towards 7:18, so give it about another half an hour. Another severe storm just north of DeKalb over Sycamore. It's almost out of the Sycamore area, but wanted to at least point that out. So this is mostly a threat moving into the southern sections of DeKalb County as of this point. As we zoom way in, again, past Rochelle, this is right past Willow Creek too, so if anything, Paw Paw, Shabana, Waterman, Compton, you're all getting these severe weather right now, so we want you to, stay down away from the roof level, hunker down for right now. Got a question here from Stephanie. Poplar Grove in the clear for tonight. So as I zoom way out, you can see here that for the most part, everywhere else is dry. Now, I am seeing a little shower activity popping up right near Freeport, but I think if anything, this is the exception to the rule. If you're behind all of those storms that swept through earlier, spots like Poplar Grove, probably in the clear the rest of the night. If you do see anything, it's going to be something like this. It's a very brief shower, and that should be it. Not anything that you're going to have to move back indoors. It might just be a quick light rain, and then you're done. So 5 minutes or less of rainfall, then you should be out of those showers and storms. So really, it's that southern section of DeKalb County, very far south Lee County, that's getting the severe winds currently. Really, everywhere else, you're in the clear the rest of the night. So you've got dry weather to enjoy. If you want to go back out to spots like the Winnebago County Fair, you've got time to do so. So Tony's wondering about West Brooklyn and Mendota. So I'm going to zoom in towards you. Mendota, probably looking at 10, 15 minutes before those severe winds get into your backyard. West Brooklyn, continue to hunker down. You're right in the thick of it now, but in that same time span, about 10 to 15 minutes, those storms will probably push past you. I would still wait 30 minutes after the last rumble of thunder you hear. That's just kind of the common rule of thumb when it comes to any kind of lightning danger, is that you want to wait 30 minutes after that last rumble of thunder before going back out, because you can still get struck by the lightning even if you're behind the thunderstorm. So again, give it maybe 30 minutes, we'll just say, if you're in West Brooklyn before you want to venture back outdoors. Right now, again, stay away from the windows while that thunderstorm activity rolls through. Paw Paw, Waterman, again, you're under the thick of it currently. Earlville and Mendota, you've got maybe about 10-15 minutes before those thunderstorms roll in. And what we're looking at is wind gusts over 60 miles per hour and possibly some small hail coming with this severe thunderstorm. So getting back over to the warning information, this warning will be in effect until 7:15, and that is again for spots like Paw Paw, Waterman, Earlville, as well as West Brooklyn that are under the warning right now. If you're in Rochelle, you're probably in the clear. The warning may still be in effect for you, but I think the storms are past you as of this point. So Got a question here about Crystal Lake. Storms not anywhere at Crystal Lake as of this point, so you're probably looking likely that you're not going to get any kind of severe weather. So this is mainly for, again, southeastern Lee County, southern DeKalb County, and into areas like Mendota and Earlville too. You're under that warning for the next 20 or about 15 minutes, actually, down to 15 minutes as of this point. So this is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That is enough to knock down tree branches. So that's why the National Weather Service put that warning out. Again, this is why we want you down away from the roof level and away from those windows, mainly because if there is a tree branch that gets snapped by these winds, it goes flying, goes into a window. You don't want to be anywhere near that. Claudia wondering here, Loves Park done for the night? I think Loves Park is probably in the clear as of this point. Here is kind of the danger zone that we're seeing right now. It's mainly southern DeKalb County, though this stretches back a little closer towards West Brooklyn. So again, continue to hunker down if you're in that spot. Mendota, Earlville, Sandwich, 10 to 15 minutes, and those winds are arriving for you. I'm going to zoom out on radar, and there are some questions, Rockton, Loves Park, how are we doing? What's the rest of the night look like? You can see that there are some kind of spotty showers right near Durand. That may be the extent of it. So a quick little burst of rain, nothing severe with that, not looking at any downpours. It's just a little quick light rainfall coming through within the next 30 minutes, and then that should be it. So, zooming way out here, and I'm going to turn off this little warning information. You can kind of get this large scale look where the strong to severe storms are south of DeKalb towards West Brooklyn. Behind that line that probably drenched your backyard, estimated between a half an inch to an inch of rainfall fell with this. Got these very spotty showers right along the state line, if anything, and then really you're in the clear. So if you might get a quick burst of rain for 5 minutes, and that should be about it. So hopefully that answers your question about what's to come over the rest of the night. Into tomorrow, some spotty showers are possible, but really rest of tonight through tomorrow morning and early afternoon, we are done with any kind of storms. It's mainly the spots that are, again, south of DeKalb right now that are under that warning currently. So I'm going to zoom back in and update some of the timing here. So give me just 1 second on who's kind of up next with all of this. Again, these storms are moving at about 50 miles per hour, so that is fast enough that these will be in and out in a hurry. So updated timing with this. Places Mendota, give it about 5 minutes. Those storms are on top of you. You're looking at the Earlville area at about 5 to 7 after. Hinckley in about 5 minutes. West Brooklyn, you're probably clear in about 5 minutes. And then it's moving deeper and deeper into northern Illinois from there. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what's going on across your backyard. Lori's wondering about Leaf River. You are in the clear as of this point. There is a second severe thunderstorm that was north of DeKalb. That is now heading its way towards Elgin. Same kind of threats here. You're looking at wind gusts up to about 50 miles per hour. So hold on just a second here. Let me redraw this. So if you know anybody in Elgin or heading towards Chicago tonight, some severe weather heading in that direction would be into Schaumburg at about 7:25, and you're looking at Des Plaines at about 7:40. The Elgin area, give it about 5 to 10 minutes, and that severe thunderstorm into those backyards. DeKalb right now, nothing severe, but you are getting some strong thunderstorm activity. So we'll get another couple minutes here as part of our streaming coverage. So back to spots like Sublette, West Brooklyn, Pawpaw. I'm going to zoom nice and tight in for you. You can see that you've got some thunderstorm activity, still getting some blustery winds, but these thunderstorms will be out in about 10 minutes or less as of this point. As I pull up our velocity tool just to kind of see where we're getting some of the strongest of the winds, they almost look like they're past Pawpaw as of this point. So just south of Highway 30 is where we're getting some of the strongest winds. That would be north of Earlville. So those are where we're getting some of the blustery winds that are ongoing right now, possibly those severe winds up to 60 miles per hour. So as you, again, look at a kind of a large scale look here, Compton, Paw Paw, West Brooklyn continue to hunker down for another couple minutes. Earlville, Mendota, less than 5 minutes away from those strong to severe winds working into your backyard. Going up the highway a little bit, you can see that Waterman's almost past the severe weather. DeKalb kind of right on the outside of all the severe storms, but still getting some strong activity over you. Downpours, lightning, kind of the main threats here. And then, yeah, just keeping an eye on some of the spotty rain in between Freeport, Pecatonica, and Rockford. Beloit might get a quick shower. Nothing severe with this. It is a little light rain, a quick little burst of shower activity, and then it should be done. No lightning with it, but you know, if you're debating whether you want to go back outside in the next 30 minutes here, very brief light rainfall, and that should be about it. So again, we're tracking some severe winds working their way through far southern Lee County and into southern DeKalb County as of this point. Gusts potentially up to 60 miles per hour, enough to damage tree limbs, power lines, the roof, that kind of thing. So just make sure that you're avoiding that. So haven't had too many reports just yet of any kind of wind or wind damage just yet, but still just make sure that you are staying weather aware with all of this. And also, you know, we're live here on Facebook. We're live on our YouTube page. So if you've got any questions, leave them below on the Facebook page. I have been keeping an eye on the chat, of course, not affecting all of our viewing area, but you know, if you've got some interest in that, just let us know and I will respond as quickly as possible. So those severe storms look to be out of West Brooklyn as of this point, so you probably are in the clear when it comes to anything damaging. Same for Compton, you're kind of right outside of that now. Paw Paw, more moderate rainfall for you, not the heavy stuff, and those winds are probably past you at this point. I would think Sublette too, almost in the clear here when it comes to any kind of severe winds. This is showing some signs of maybe slowing down just a little bit. So Mendota, Earlville, again, you're looking at some gusty winds as well as some heavy rainfall working past you. The spot of the storm that's really catching my eye is kind of where it makes this backwards C shape. That is now past Waterman, so this is probably where we're getting the strongest of the winds out of this severe thunderstorm. So, you know, that once that's mostly past us, I would think that many of you in Lee County are probably almost in the clear right now, so it's mostly into southern DeKalb County. So we'll give it another minute and then we'll wrap up our coverage as we're starting to see a lot of this quickly exit most of our backyard. But again, keep in mind, if you know anybody, you know, heading into Chicago or near Chicago or some of the suburbs, basically Elgin to Schaumburg over the next 30 minutes may get some severe winds and some heavy rainfall. And, you know, if you're outside of a lot of these zones, you're probably done with rain for the most part. Again, a quick shower working its way towards Rockton, Roscoe, and Winnebago, but nothing severe there, no lightning, just a quick little rain shower. And Sally mentioning we were at City Market, but they closed it down because of lightning and rain. You know, I was keeping a close eye on that. I was kind of hoping that, you know, people got the heads up enough that things were able to get packed up in time because those showers definitely packed a punch, didn't they? You know, those downpours and the winds moving through definitely drenched a lot of our backyard, and now still producing a little severe wind activity into southern DeKalb County as of this point. So Brad mentioning here, winds really came through Huntley. So yeah, they kind of picked up steam once they got past the Huntley area. And that's why a lot of these warnings started popping up. Tony's wondering, what about Dixon? Dixon, you are in the clear, and I don't think even any of that lingering shower activity that we see near Pecatonica is probably going to bother you. So I think you've got a dry rest of the evening and no worries about any kind of severe weather. It's all down the road from you. So you are good in the Dixon area. If anything, this is, again, southeast, very far southeast, Lee County that is under the warning right now. So I'm going to get about another minute or so. Once I see those storms clear Lee County, you are will probably be good to go. Mendota, Earlville, again, you're looking at wind gusts potentially up to 60 miles per hour within the next minute or two. So make sure that you're hunkered down and away from those windows as that slides by. Brad's wondering, do you think the dew point will come down? Why don't we pull up the dew point map and see where it's sitting? Because, yeah, it was awfully funky the last 24 hours or so with all of that high moisture in the air. Pull up the dew point map. Currently starting to drop. We're not quite there yet, but we've got dew points at least in the 60s. So that is still humid, but it's down from where it was earlier. I think the air does slowly dry out here over the next day or two. So that is some good news, is that we do get out of this muggy air for a little bit moving forward. Get some pretty comfortable summer weather just around the corner. In fact, the dew point forecast, just kind of to measure the humidity in the air. It does stay slightly humid just like this through tomorrow. Starts to drop a little bit on Sunday, and then really starting Monday, we've got some gorgeous air in place. So, give it about another 48 hours, and it's a slow drop off. So we're kind of slowly trending in that direction. So, get back over to the radar here. Again, warnings now extended past DeKalb County as of this point, as these storms work their way towards spots like Aurora and Elgin. So these storms are going to exit DeKalb County and bring severe weather deeper and deeper into northern Illinois. Warnings for us expire in about 5 minutes. But again, if you know anybody around Elgin, around Aurora, Schaumburg, let them know. Severe winds just around the corner. For us, again, a lot of these warnings drop off within the next 5 minutes or so. So Mendota, Earlville, you're looking at these severe storms on top of you right now. Much of Lee County probably almost in the clear here. Brad's wondering, what do we think of storm chances for tomorrow? I think it's not going to be like tonight. A, we're not looking at any kind of risk for severe weather. B, it's going to be a lot more hit or miss. So if anything, late in the afternoon, evening hours, we kind of have some of these kind of popcorn showers, so they just kind of pop up on radar. So widely hit or miss, brief showers, maybe a brief storm. And it's all based on just kind of right towards the peak heating of the day. So right as we kind of get to the warmest point of our day, got a couple showers and storms that'll bubble up. And then closer to sunset, we start to lose that daytime heating. Those showers and storms shut off. So it's not going to be like this where we get a whole line of thunderstorms to come through. Might be a little more scattered, a little more hit or miss, or on and off. So really, I think morning, early afternoon, even mid-afternoon probably is going to end up staying dry. Late afternoon to evening, these spotty showers develop, and then the deeper we go into the evening, the more those showers go away. Rest of the weekend is dry then from there on out. Erica mentioning here, it's a good thing that we did get some of that rainfall today. We were looking awfully dry this month between yesterday and today, though. I think we are at least back on track a little bit, so it was nice to see at least some showers come through our backyard. So a lot of these warnings are going to drop off relatively soon here for Lee and DeKalb counties, so we're going to wrap up our coverage on our streaming platforms, but if we do see anything else, we will let you know. And then tune in tonight at 10 o'clock, go over tomorrow's forecast with additional rain showers, as well as what's ahead with a very comfortable forecast for Sunday and beyond. So we'll see you in a couple hours for 13 News tonight at 10.